I don't know, man. He doesn't really give me. I don't feel anything from him. I'm telling you, it's gonna be one of those things where it's like butter. I cut him off, and boom, you're gonna see. Like it's gonna be one of those performances that people will be like, all right, Ryan's here. He's here to stay, and he definitely made it clear that he's not somebody to play with.
Like a master
Especially
class.
as a world champion. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those vintage knockouts. You know, remember I said my last fight, it's gonna be a RG classic. This is gonna be a throwback RG where he gets knocked out cold. He is terrified of me. When I say he is scared every time I put my fingers on my phone to tweet against him, he is terrified. He keeps lying on me. He keeps on avoiding me.
Ryan Garcia has sent one of his strongest warnings, yet ahead of his highly anticipated showdown with Conor Benn, making it clear that he isn't expecting a close or cautious fight. Garcia believes his speed, timing, power, and experience will create a nightmare for Benn once...
You're saying about 5th round, right? That's what you're feeling?
5 rounds and below.
5
Not
rounds?
making round.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anything sub 5 rounds?
Anything sub 5 rounds is a disappointment, but I will still finish the job.
The opening bell rings. According to Ryan, this could be one of those vintage performances where everything comes together perfectly, allowing him to control the action, land clean combinations, and potentially produce a spectacular knockout that reminds fans why he is considered one of boxing's most dangerous punchers. Garcia has repeatedly suggested that Benn is underestimating what he is walking into.
Nah, he's all for show, man. I squared up. I was ready to go. If he was going to swing, I was going to crack him. I told him.
Insisting that the British contender has never dealt with an opponent who combines lightning-fast hands with explosive punching power in the same way. His confidence has only grown as fight night approaches, and he has even suggested...
If anybody's a performer, it's him. You know, when he gets up there, he definitely wants to sell the fight, but he doesn't understand that, you know, that's one aspect of it. He just is not that good of a fighter to back those things up. Like, he does it because he knows it's for a show. I'm doing it because I'm enjoying myself, and that's how I really act in real life. Like, that's just how I am. You talk, I'm gonna go crazy, but I've been boxing my whole life, so I'm gonna punish him in that ring. He can't punish me. He's not good enough as a fighter, but I do like his little energy. I think he's cool, but he's in for a rude awakening, him and his whole team. They know it. They're probably telling me, hey, man, you have a good chance to win a title, man. This is your dream. Yeah, they're hyping it up, but in the back of their mind, they know, nah, you're not ready.
You don't feel like he's on your level, basically?
Nah, not at all. I'm going to make that very clear.
Do you feel... Okay, so he's coming up there. He's speaking to you in Spanish, by the way. Were you expecting that from him? The Spanish was pretty good.
He's been kind of hyping that up. You know, I've been dealing with this my whole life. I'm not Mexican, no sabo.
That anything beyond the early rounds would be disappointing because his goal is not simply to win, but to make a statement. The tension between the two fighters...
Why do you think he's doing that? Why do you think he's speaking to you in Spanish when you say...
Because he's trying to make fun of my, you know, all the people. He's basically piggybacking, you know, off the bandwagon of Ryan's a no sabo kid and this and that. It's like, bro, it's like, if my own Mexican people don't want to be behind me, that's cool. But I'm still going to be waving that flag. I'm still going to be coming out to my Spanish songs that I want to come out to. I really don't care, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I'm for everybody. I love everybody. I love every country. I love every soul. I'm cool. I'm fighting for God. I'm fighting for the kingdom of heaven. I'm not, you know, I'm not really all into that, man. I'm prideful for my heritage and everything. But if you're not behind me, it's cool. It's not really that serious to me, man. It's really not.
Has also continued to rise outside the ring. During interviews and public appearances, Garcia and Benn have exchanged sharp comments, challenged each other's abilities, and refused to give an inch. What began as a highly anticipated matchup has gradually developed into a genuine rivalry, with both fighters determined to prove that they belong at the highest level. Garcia has dismissed the idea that Benn is on his level, arguing that his opponent knows how to promote a fight, but may not have the technical ability.
How is your relationship with Ryan now?
Good. Obviously, we don't talk that much, but it's good. I always saying that I like Ryan. He's very talented, and when he's focused, he can beat everybody.
Do you think he wins that fight?
I know Conor too, and I like Conor too. But I think Ryan is a special fighter.
He was telling me, he was on the show yesterday, and he was saying that sometimes he gets heat from people, especially the Mexican fans, because he doesn't speak Spanish and they don't feel like he's like truly Mexican because he, you know, didn't grow up there or something like that. How do you feel about that? Is that fair?
Yeah, maybe, but who cares?
Yeah.
He can fight. Who cares?
Right. That's kind of his approach too, but he's now fighting on that special date. That's you fought there, De La Hoya fought there. Mm-hmm. It's a special date to fight on that weekend, right?
It's very good, especially if I turned out down that day now.
Yeah.
Because I moved my fight. I think he's good for fighting that day. I think he's the correct person to do it.
He's the right guy.
And the fight.
Right.
The fight deserved that day.
To back up all the talk when the pressure becomes real. Ryan has also praised Benn's confidence and personality while warning that the British fighter could be in for a serious reality check once they share the ring. Garcia believes Benn and his team may be building this opportunity as a potential career-defining moment, but he insists they understand privately just how dangerous the matchup is. The Mexican-American star has also addressed the criticism surrounding his heritage and his relationship with Mexican fans.
Conor Benn has done a lot of talking, and now it's time to deliver. This is the launch pad for him, the acid test.
But you're both telling me it's going to be a tough night for Benn.
On what we've seen, Ryan Garcia would start a heavy favourite for me.
Heavy favourite?
Yeah, heavy favourite.
Really?
Yeah. We got to remember, Jim, for people that won't understand, you know, boxing weights and how hard it is to make these boxing weights, Conor Benn has been competing at 160 pounds. He went down to 155 pounds, was it, or something last time?
No, 150. Wasn't it?
Yeah, or whatever it was. He dropped into the low 150s last time.
He fought what Regis Progress,
That's right.
153, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so I can't tell you how difficult it is dropping those last couple of pounds. He looked weight drained when he was 150, 151, or whatever he was. I know it was around that sort of mark. To drop that extra 3 pounds in body fluid is very, very difficult, and to maintain that strength in those later rounds. Ryan Garcia does it. We know that. He's the champion. Can Conor Benn carry the power that he had up at 160 against Chris Eubank down to 147? If he can, we've got a real fight. But that is a big if.
You're both going to take Garcia to win it, aren't you?
On paper, I'd say that Ryan Garcia would. As I said, listen, Jim, he's a heavy favourite, and anyone that says that he's not.
Right.
I hope Conor wins. I mean, I
like him as well.
I want Conor to win.
Yeah.
I want the circle to be completed in terms of whatever happened in the past is now the past.
Yeah.
There are a litany of fighters that have fallen foul of these circumstances and gotten away with people forgetting about it. So Conor is in that position now, so he should be given all the cachet. If he goes and beats Ryan Garcia, it's up there.
When Benn used Spanish during their interactions, Garcia suggested that his opponent was attempting to play into the ongoing conversation surrounding Ryan's Mexican identity and the criticism he sometimes receives for not speaking Spanish fluently or growing up in Mexico. Garcia made it clear that he remains proud of his heritage, but doesn't believe his identity
And then also Ryan Garcia against Conor Benn. How do you see that one?
I think Ryan's going to be too quick. Yeah, I think he's too sharp. I think he's going through a good wave right now, and I think the momentum is going to overcome everything.
Is there any way, in your opinion, that Conor can win that fight?
Yeah, he can make it a dogfight.
Yeah.
Make it a dogfight. So it's boxing. You don't know what happens, you know?
To determine who supports him. He emphasized that he fights for everyone, respects people from every country, and remains focused on his own beliefs and purpose rather than outside criticism. Meanwhile, boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez offered a more measured assessment of Garcia's abilities. Canelo praised Ryan's natural talent, speed, and explosive power while emphasizing
Conor Benn has been goading Ryan for ages. He's been calling for this fight. He's been wanting this fight. Ryan really hasn't engaged, although we knew this fight was going to happen. As soon as the WBC put Conor Benn as... Did they put him as mandatory, or did they rank him number one? So they're slightly different, those two things. But as soon as they did that anyway, we knew it was just a case of, okay, how are they going to work this out from Ryan's perspective with Golden Boy and DAZN? And I feel like they've come to an agreement. I haven't read too much about how this fight's going to play out in terms of broadcast, but I did read something that DAZN have UK and Ireland rights. And I'm guessing that in America, it's going to be, I don't know, Ring Magazine Zuffa. I know that sounds a bit strange, but I do think everyone is going to try and get a slice of the pie in order for this fight to be made. And that's what's happened. As for the fight, I know a lot of you probably won't be too happy with Conor Benn getting this opportunity, but Ryan didn't deserve the opportunity when he fought Barrios. Let's not forget, Ryan's fight before Barrios was Rolly Romero, where he lost, and his next fight is a world title fight. So neither are probably deserving of the opportunities given to them, but don't take away from the fact that that doesn't mean it's not a big fight. This is an enormous fight. It really is. Conor Benn is well known now to the American market. Obviously, Ryan's a superstar over there, and I think it will be a good fight as well.
That physical gifts alone are not enough to reach the very top of boxing. In Canelo's view, Garcia has the tools to compete with elite fighters, but discipline, consistency, experience, focus, and smart decision-making will ultimately determine how far he can go. Canelo also acknowledged that he likes both Garcia and Benn, but described Ryan as a special fighter who can be extremely difficult to beat when he is fully focused and mentally prepared.
Ryan Garcia, cool, but he's not smart enough. You know, I just think him and Devin fought each other so many times, like they just know each other.
Right.
They just know each other. But I think when put up against those other guys, like they're gonna outsmart him.
Do you think there's such a thing that a fighter has this fighter's number? You know how people say he just got his number. Do you think Ryan has Devin's number?
I just think all the antics that played in
before the fight,
you know, distracted Devin and caught him off guard, and you know, he took Ryan lightly.
So you think if they fought again, it'd be different?
Yeah, I do. Because if you watch the fight, he was just getting hit with the same punch over and over and over.
Right.
And I just can't see Shakur, Keyshawn, you know, Africa, or Tank for that matter.
Other boxing analysts have also weighed in on the matchup, with many believing Garcia enters the contest as the favorite because of his speed and punching ability. Simon Jordan pointed out that Benn has talked extensively about this opportunity and now has to prove himself against a major opponent. The major question surrounding Benn is whether he can carry the strength and power he displayed at higher weights into a lower division without sacrificing his stamina or durability. Making weight can be extremely demanding, especially when fighter has to cut significant amounts of body weight, and that could become an important factor as the fight progresses into the later rounds. If Benn can maintain his physical strength while competing at the lower weight, he has the tools to make the fight competitive, but if the weight cut affects his energy or punch resistance, Garcia's speed and accuracy could become even more dangerous. Tim Tszyu also offered his prediction, suggesting that Garcia may simply be too quick and too sharp for Benn. Tszyu believes Ryan's current momentum could play a major role, although he also acknowledged that Benn has a path to victory if he can turn the contest into an aggressive, physical dogfight and prevent Garcia from controlling the distance. That may be one of the biggest keys to the matchup. Garcia will likely want to use his speed, movement, timing, and explosive counters, while Benn will need to apply pressure, close the distance, and force Ryan into uncomfortable exchanges. The fight could ultimately come down to who is able to impose his preferred style first. Benn has been calling for a major opportunity for a long time, and his persistence has finally helped put him in position for a massive showdown. Ryan, meanwhile, has already competed on major stages and understands the pressure that comes with high-profile boxing events. Some critics have questioned whether both fighters deserve such a significant opportunity based on their recent paths. But regardless of the debate surrounding matchmaking...
Wait, so I got mouthpiece?
No, you're good.
Wait, what? This. Oh. Oh.
Beautiful. All right, JC. Gotta break the momentum. You got 10 seconds of this, JC. What are you gonna do?
Ah!
Making. The matchup itself has generated enormous attention. Ryan Garcia remains one of the biggest names in the sport, while Conor Benn has built a reputation as an aggressive, confident fighter who believes he belongs among boxing's elite. Terence Crawford has also offered a critical perspective on Garcia, questioning whether Ryan possesses the ring IQ and tactical intelligence required to consistently defeat the very best fighters. Crawford acknowledged Garcia's natural ability and dangerous punching power, but argued that elite boxing requires more than athleticism. Fighters must be able to read opponents, make adjustments, recognize patterns, and solve problems under pressure. Crawford believes that Ryan has occasionally...
I don't have to switch. I'll just go right here. Go. Remember, you're going forward right here, Jason. Stop going back. Go. Stay right there in the middle. Don't go back. Go forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Now you gotta be smart. Get away.
With Garcia displaying fast combinations and confident movement against Jason. What started as a relaxed session became more intense as Ryan increased the pace and began showcasing his speed, timing, and accuracy. Even while keeping the atmosphere entertaining, Garcia appeared comfortable controlling the distance and dictating the exchanges. The session gave fans another glimpse into his current preparation and highlighted the confidence surrounding his training camp. As the rounds continued, Ryan remained composed while mixing power shots with movement and defensive awareness, demonstrating that his preparation is...
So if you want to step, go get it. Reflex.